All right, a little progress video. We're at the road here, and today is what? Today is April 23rd. So we've owned the property for exactly 2 weeks to the day. And when we started, somewhere over here was the trees just grew and grew and grew up to the gate. We could not even see the gate. There was a four-wheeler trail around the gate and then a four-wheeler trail going that way. So let's walk this way and just check on everything that's been done already. Speaking of done already, I got my truck almost stuck already, but almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, so there's that. We didn't widen a tremendous amount right here. The path kind of opened up a little bit. One thing that I really like that we decided to do is, as you come in the driveway, this is all being built up, and today's a big milestone day in the fact that our driveway guy doing dirt work is here for the first day. So he's started over here. He's done a tremendous amount in one day already. So this is kind of a big signature tree to the left of the drive when you come in, and it's not really going to show up well on camera, but there's these very large pines almost in a perfect radius around this tree, and it just says, hey, this is a little circle turnaround area. So what we had him do is, as you come in around here, he opened this up and leveled a few trees. Now the thing with the trees is, I understand bulldozer type work and just knocking crap over is kind of necessary when we're developing raw land. Big circle around this tree, I love it. So we're gonna have piles of this, piles of dirt and brush that we have to deal with. So I'm leaning towards as little bulldozing work as possible, but completely understand that a bulldozer can get more done in a day than I can in a month, probably, with just a tractor and a chainsaw. So we're doing a little bit of initial work, or having a little bit of initial work done. Ouch. So we did widen up, and we're kind of using the real big trees that are already existing to figure out where the driveway goes. So it opens up quite a bit on the canopy. Now there is a fence line on my left that goes south, and one thing that I want to do is establish a complete perimeter trail. So we knew that the bulldozer was coming in and going to keep working that way today, so we shifted gears yesterday and started in on this trail. So this, all right, let me show you. See this brush? Just really dense, overgrown brush. All of this was like that a couple days ago, and we're using a chainsaw, a pole saw, chainsaw pole saw, and then this is the Woodland Mills WC68 wood chipper. 68, I think that means 6 to 8 inch limbs can go through there. And this path is sweat equity. We opened up all this, and you can see our piles of wood chips and leaves and whatnot. And then you see we established this entire path going south, paralleling a property line fence over there. So keeping a lot of vegetation as a natural barrier. But this trail we cut as a family. I was out here working by myself one day, and then for 2 days, 2 half days, I guess, me, my wife, and my daughter was helping. So it's really cool. My wife's been busting her butt, by the way. Super proud of her. So yeah, we opened this up, kind of using the big trees as the path. Where are these trees going to take us, right? And this looks so cool to actually walk this trail now. I don't know how many feet this is. On the map, I'm sure it looks like, a needle in a haystack. Probably looks like nothing on the map. But walking this after a couple days of working back here is progress, right? So then you get up here to the trailhead where we haven't poked through yet, and you'll see what we're kind of dealing with. You can see the shape of the trail's already here. Like, it wants to be a trail right here. And then you get into all this thick little stuff, right? So all this little stuff is just kind of annoying. A brush hog or a rotary cutter would probably take down most of it, but we're rocking and rolling with what we got right now. I don't have a rotary cutter just yet, but somewhere in here, like we start to get decisions, right? So does the trail go this way in between those trees, or does the trail go this way in between those trees, right? So it's kind of fun to pick and choose and stay on the high spots and kind of figure it out as we go. And then you turn around again and you see this big opening, and man, it just looks so cool. I'm gonna have so much fun for the rest of my life walking these trails and riding these trails and all sorts of stuff. So one thing that I don't like that we have to address is there's holes everywhere that are way deeper than what they look like from above. There's one over here somewhere. Did we make that much progress today? That's not the, yeah, that one's deep. It's not the one I'm looking for. There's one hole over here that just looks like the shape of a 5-gallon bucket. It's so big. Actually, this might be it right here. That's a pretty darn deep hole. So we got to fill in all of these because we want to walk these with horses, ride horses through these trails. And that's a recipe for disaster. Oh, speaking of recipe for disaster, we still have these big, large stumps here. Some of the larger stuff we cut, but I do have a stump grinder, so I'm not going to grind everything, but those big ones that stick up, definitely going to grind them. So we are, oh, I just love this trail. I love these trees, love everything about it. I feel like I'm permanently camping. This is great. Hole. So yeah, we have to address the trail eventually. So plenty of tractor work in the future with dragging a disc, dragging a box blade, figuring out how to even all this up. But now that we come back to the main driveway, this is all from today. So I think he started somewhere right around here. Other than that main turnaround tree right there, we kind of cleared a little bit of this, which he has to do some more work to it. But we have these big hardwoods on this side, big pines on this side, some hardwoods over there as well. Anyway, regardless, what we're going to have eventually is these really large old growth trees really kind of frame the entire driveway, which is awesome because, well, for many reasons. One of the reasons it's awesome is we almost purchased 2 properties that were clear cut. We loved both of the previous 2 properties, but they were both clear cut. They were both considerably less money than this property. But this property has old growth trees. It has a wealth of resources here for being a woodworker. Babe, we're walking down our driveway.
There's something majestic about this property.
Yeah, she said there's something majestic about this property. It's just, I mean, there's a lot majestic about this property. So what he's doing is, obviously he's widening it, staying inside these major big growth trees. But we have a whole side of brush that we have to take care of. And it is what it is. I mean, you want to spend the next 5 years putting in a driveway by hand, or you want to spend a couple days hiring out a, dozer work or track hoe work or whatever he's got. Mini excavator, that's it. I don't know if that's a mini or not. That looks like if it's a mini, it's a huge mini. So as he's working that way, he's at one of the first mud holes, if you've watched the previous video, and he cut off some drainage into some lower land over there. So we got to build this back up, make it a driveway. But we found this today. Now there was a whole row of crap in front of this that we had to get through. So we're kind of like standing in the brush as it is. I think the trail was a little bit off to this side. So he's done a tremendous amount right here. And this is this natural start of the opposite side of that perimeter trail that we're cutting. So this is the north side trail that heads west, and this is already open, so this is already somewhat cleared, so this won't take much work at all. The only downside is this is as close as we're going to get to our neighbor. So this is his backyard that goes quite a ways back, so we're not like right up on the neighbor. Luckily, this guy is super nice and a friend of the family, so so I don't ever see any problems there. That's going to be great, has been so far. Now let's walk up the driveway a little bit more. And oh, this is just so awesome. So this right here was a mud hole we're gonna get up to. Man, he's doing so much work so fast. We've been just running a chainsaw and a wood chipper. So this right here was a mud hole that goes, well, it did go this way. And we cut in a drain that goes quite a ways that way. I'm not sure if we're gonna put a culvert in here or not. I don't know what his game plan is. But I'm trusting the dirt work guy to do the dirt work stuff. And we're gonna go off that way, and then I think the trail curves off this way once again. Oh, my yellow gloves. I was like, why is my hand yellow? Trail goes off that way once again, and after it curves again, the house site's gonna be on the left. So very private, and nowhere near where I was originally going to put the house and shop. We got a lot of work to do cleaning up, babe. That's okay. That's okay. We'll get it done. All right, 2-week update. 2 weeks are in the books. The rest of our life to go. You guys take care.